AskReddit by Big Boltfan. What is the deal with people spending tons of money on plastic surgery or steroids, then flat out denying it? Denying the enhancements allows people to cling to the narrative of natural beauty or strength, preserving their pride in the illusion of genetic lottery winnings. How would one be proud for something they didn't do anything for? But not proud for something they did do, and is actually pretty scary and badass if you think about it. Yeah, I let people cut off half my face and put it back together because I want to look prettier. That's at the level of getting half your body tattooed, yet we think people with tattoos are badass, or some do, and people with plastic surgery are insecure and fake? It's pretty weird if you really think about it. No idea. As someone who has had work done, I don't hide it. I don't proclaim to the world I've had it done, but I don't lie if someone were to ask me. I guess hiding that you've had work done might be rooted in some kind of insecurity. I was thinking insecurities as well. Deleted. Cheating who exactly? A lot of them online are grifters that sell you a solution to an unattainable goal. You can usually see it within the bodybuilding community. The whole natty influencers peddling merch workout routines. The reason why they deny it is because being natural is part of their marketing. This in turn had an effect on people where they think it's better to say they're natural than admit that they are taking peds. I think the disdain many comments show are one of the reasons. For people doing it for themselves or act as models, I think the hate is pretty unwarranted. People may hate something about their body and change it, or their livelihood depends on looking conventionally attractive, but society looks down on people who admit to plastic surgery, so they try to deny it. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think anyone will think to themselves, if I only put in more work, my boobs could be bigger. Otto, fitness gurus that pretend their level of muscles is achievable naturally are pretty scummy. I don't think there's that much wrong with steroids, but they are spreading misinformation about bodybuilding and what is achievable. Looking effortless attractive is key. But if you spill the beans about cosmetic surgery or enhancements, you might ruin that image of natural beauty. It's like wanting people to think you woke up like this, but also wanting them to believe you didn't put any effort into it. Yeah, a lot of people like the end result but don't care or even might look down about your grind to get there. Ego. They want to make it seem like they achieved it on their own and not just from buying it. Either for pride, because they are trying to sell you something, or because steroids are illegal and banned from most sports. That's why magicians keep their tricks secret. The excitement comes from the illusion. When it comes to celebrities or influencers and plastic surgery, I think a lot of it is technicalities. It used to be that all cosmetic enhancements were surgical, but now we have a ton of non-surgical cosmetic enhancements. Things like Botox, lip filler, cheek filler, laser treatments for skin rejuvenation, and thread lifts can make a person look completely different, but they aren't surgical. Therefore, the person getting them can be completely honest when they say they haven't had plastic surgery, because they haven't. They've had a bunch of injectables, and lasers and stuff, but no surgery. Much like when Kim Kardashian kept saying she didn't have a butt implant, and went to get a scan to show there was no butt implant. She doesn't have a butt implant, she's had fat surgically harvested from other areas on her body and injected into her butt area to redistribute her body fat. But it's not a butt implant. I don't know anything about steroids, so I have no idea about that. Profit. It's all about profit. If they can pretend they didn't get cosmetic surgery, they can sell you their skincare range of natural beauty products. See Rihanna. If they can pretend they aren't on steroids, they can sell you their fitness and diet program. See Chris Hemsworth. The most famous celebrities doing it leads to a cascade of influencers and aspiring influencers emulating them and warping the expectations of the next people in line until we get to where we are today. Which is ridiculous expectations of appearances being held up. I don't give a fuck about them, but Travis Kelce, a multiple-time Super Bowl winner and probable Hall of Fame athlete at the top of his game, and Taylor Swift, a musician who has spent most of the last year on tour with a very active show routine, being decried as having a dad bod, and being pregnant, respectively, for having a few extra pounds in holidays emblematic of a deep social sickness. I would say judgment or embarrassment. People instantly know what were your biggest insecurities by looking at what you got done, so they deny it to sort of protect their mental health? That's my guess. Steroids don't cost much money. You didn't answer Op's question though. Gotta keep up the mystique. Indoctrination. Cheat and take credit for it. Nowadays a lot of celebrities are having massive weight loss and then deny that they're on Ozempic. I don't get it either. Admit to the surgery. I have a friend who went from an A cup to a G cup. The doctor warned her that it wasn't going to look natural and she said, "Honey, if I'm going to spend $7,000 on a pair of tits, I want everyone to know I spent $7,000 on a pair of tits." I love her. People are starting to admit it more. Most of celebrities have had plastic surgery. I think if you want to move in those circles, look like a doll, it's pretty much a requirement. We knew one lady that got plastic surgery. I am going to admit, her face looked really well, her surgeon was very good. And then of course she wasn't talking to anyone, just standing around there as snobs tend to do, that is being all like, "I bought myself a new face, now I'm too good to talk to y'all." I wouldn't mind surgery, but it scares me as well. The idea of them cutting into my face, moving stuff around, implanting stuff, it's gross if you think about it. It's also high maintenance. The implants etc starts to move over time, the effects of the years wear off. So you have to keep the maintenance, and that is expensive. Lack of mental health or access to mental health care. It's tough out there mainly because of all the people who flat out refuse to get help. Simplest answer: pride. It has nothing to do with money. Some people care what other people think, so they say what they think other people want to hear. So people do this thing where they make people feel bad for being ugly, then also making them feel bad for caring about how they look if they change their appearance in any way. That's just pure, good old-fashioned insecurity. The steroid issue does my fucking head in. New people starting the gym think they can reach the same body goals as someone on steroids because they've been lied to by some roided lying twat that wants to sell them some program. Also, those of us who lift without the help from drugs instantly get branded as liars and told we're on steroids constantly.